The 22nd week of pregnancy is the last week of the 5th month of pregnancy. And in the 22nd week of pregnancy, we have some interesting baby developments to cover, including some big news with baby sleep. We're also going to cover some symptoms that might be new for you in the 22nd week. Of course, we're going to go over what you might want to be adding to your think and do list, and we're going to check in with the mamas that we're following as part of the expecting crew. Welcome to the Birth Toolbox Classroom. I'm Alice, a doula and childbirth educator, going week by week through pregnancy with you. Sounds like it's time for class. What's happening with baby's development this week? At 22 weeks of development, the fetus is between 10.9 and 11.8 inches, or 27 to 30 centimeters, which is similar in length to a spaghetti squash. The weight of the fetus is just about 15.2 to 17.8 ounces, which means the baby has hit their first pound, which is about the same weight as a football. By 22 weeks, the baby begins to establish regular sleep patterns, with periods of sleep and periods of rest. These patterns may be opposite of your patterns. You might notice that when you're sleeping, your baby is at their most active with kicks and punches and rolls, and they might even move in response to external stimuli, like a poke to the belly. During this week, the bones, they're still hardening, but now they're starting to store calcium and other minerals. If you haven't experienced these yet, week 22 might be the time that you feel round ligament pain. Now, these can be quite intense shooting pains that are located in the lower abdomen, usually below the belly button or in the groin area. It can be felt on both sides of your body or just one side, and often are experienced when you make a sudden movement, like standing up real quick after sitting. They can also feel worse when you're sneezing, coughing, or laughing. There's no really good way to get rid of round ligament pains. You may be able to lessen their occurrence by moving slower when you stand up, doing regular stretching or yoga, and taking warm baths might help as well. Now, other symptoms you might be experiencing in the 22nd week include leg cramps, breath changes, mood swings, skin changes, and round ligament pain. Let's check in with our expecting crew and see how week 22 is going for them.
Hi, I'm 22 weeks pregnant, and this week I've been feeling all right. I've got a little bit of a cold, but in terms of anything pregnancy related, I'm doing great. My belly's a little bit bigger and the baby's kicking a little more consistently. But other than that, everything's pretty much the same as last week. One thing I have been thinking about as my belly's been getting bigger is if I should be using some kind of lotion or oil or something to help prevent stretch marks. But in my research online, at least I've not really found anything that seems like it's proven to work. Maybe there's something I don't know about. With my first pregnancy, I got a lot of stretch marks, but they really don't bother me anymore in terms of like their appearance, because they've just faded so much. You really don't even notice them unless it's in like really harsh direct lighting, like at the beach, I guess.
I am 22 weeks pregnant today and feeling pretty good this week. Yeah, getting a few of the kind of little standard aches and pains and stuff. I think I talked about them a bit last week, but nothing much changed there, so that's good. Weaning my toddler is going relatively well. She's kind of getting a little more used to the idea and hasn't been asking about nursing for the last few days, so that's a very welcome break. The first significant stretch without any nursing for over 2.5 years. So I get a few months of reprieve before the next baby comes.
Only one item on the Think and Do board this week, because I'm really hoping that you have time to start this week. It is start a daily breathing practice. Now, what I mean by this is take about 5 minutes out of each day to practice breathing for labor. It is amazing how this daily practice will make the skill for labor solid. You will set up your muscle memory so that breathing will be more powerful. And if you'd like more guidance on how breathing can work for labor and how to set up this daily practice, then you'll want to check out the breathing live stream series that I put together. It's a 15-day series and it's available inside the channel membership. I'm going to drop a link down below, but don't just take it from me. I recently received a comment about the series and I'd love to share it with you. Hey, before you go, make sure you're getting our weekly newsletter. I'm going to drop the link in the description down below. You can also find it at birthtoolbox.com/newsletter. I hope you have an amazing 22nd week of pregnancy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can easily follow along through the next weeks ahead. And I'll see you next week.